And on being another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm doing another movie reviews, and this time I'll review Never Go Back Down 2. And what happened in this movie, it starts off with four new competitors in the beatdown. And we follow each of their stories, and one's a ex-boxer, and he's told not to box anymore because if he gets hit in his left eye again, he could go blind. And the other is a college student who is got a wrestling scholarship, and he's going through some stuff with his dad, and he keeps getting picked on because of the stuff that's going on with his dad, and he just got all this anger. And there's this another guy who is training with Marcus Walker. And he's been training with him for a while now, and his mom's going through some stuff too, and he's been training for a while, so he's more advanced than the other guys. And there's this guy that works at this comic shop, and he's picked on and jumped a lot, and he starts training with Marcus too. And Marcus Walker is the sensei of all four of these guys. And Stokes is the wrestler. I can't remember the boxer's name. I can't remember the other kid's name, and Justin is the guy who gets picked on. Well, they start training, and we get the story of them training or whatever, and halfway through the movie, the cops start hassling Marcus and tells him that he has to get out of the spot he is because it's an abandoned lot or whatever, and he's an ex-con, so they're giving him crap. And the guys find this abandoned warehouse that the guy who's been training with them for a long time, the big guy with blonde hair, he works for this company, and they're not using this warehouse, so he's able to get them to use it without having to pay rent. Just got to pay the utilities or whatever. And the ex-boxer, he gets all this equipment and fixes this place up, and they start training, and the beatdowns in like a couple of days or whatever. And all these guys' storyline, different things are happening. The guy who's been training with Marcus for a long time, his mother has to take a second job that he don't want his mother taking, and because they're about to lose their house. Justin's freaking psycho. He's the comic book guy, and Stokes, he's, like I said, dealing with stuff with his dad. And the boxer, he's just this womanizer, and he breaks over the girlfriend, and Stokes starts dating his ex-girlfriend, and that drama happens. And the beatdown happens, and the guy who's over the beatdown match from the first Never Back Down movie, he's getting the beatdown set up and everything, and he's stressing over that, and Marcus lets him use his dojo for the beatdown or whatever, and the beatdown happens. And before the beatdown, Marcus gets arrested because Justin plants a gun on him, because Marcus tells him he can't train no more because Justin beat down the guys who's been torturing him throughout the movie, and Marcus tells him he has to get out of here because he can't go back to jail. So Justin plants this gun on him, and then Marcus is dealing with all this with the cops. They handcuff him, and they try to beat him, but he beats up all these cops or whatever. And he gets off of this because all the gun being planted and all this other stuff, and the cops using excessive force, so Marcus is able to get out of it. But the beatdown happens, and Stokes and the boxer, they make it to the semifinals, and they have to fight each other. And Stokes winds up winning, and the guy who's been training with Marcus pretty much his whole life, and Justin is supposed to make it to the finals, but Justin cripples his leg. That way Justin automatically goes to the finals, and Stokes and Justin fight in the finals, and Stokes breaks Justin's shoulder, and Justin tries to jump Stokes from behind, and then Stokes knocks him out, and that's all that really happened in this movie. Y'all ever watch Never Back Down 2? What did y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, use the sausage. And so Retro TV 91.